Louis Triay was born in 1929. He began his education at the Christian Brothers School, but during the evacuation he was sent first to Casablanca and then Madeira. After his return to Gibraltar, he decided he was interested in law. He passed the exam for a government scholarship and studied at University College London. In 1950, at the age of 21, he was called to the bar and began his long career.
I went into litigation. That was practically all the work that was available at the time. You had to take what there was. But I enjoyed being on my feet and defending
whoever
came along.
He went on to form his own law firm, with Louis W. Triay and partners eventually merging with Stagneto & Co. to become TSN.
Well, what can I say other than it has been a very sad and somber day at TSN. We have lost virtually the patriarch, and I can assure you that there are lots of sad faces and weepy persons in the office. Louis was a one-off. I don't think they'll make the likes of him again. He was a very talented man, he was successful, and he put his heart and soul into everything that he did.
In the 1960s, he formed part of Gibraltar's Legislative Council, taking on responsibilities for the port and trade from 1965 to 1969 in Sir Joshua Hassan's government. During his time in office, Louis Triay helped bring about legislation that would lay groundwork for the future development of Gibraltar's finance centre. He became a Queen's Counsel in 1982 and just this month gave an introductory speech for Gibraltar's newest King's Counsel, Jaime Trinidad, at a ceremony at the Supreme Court. Professionally, Louis Triay was devoted to the law, but in his spare time he had a passion for sailing, competing in many races and winning many awards.
We sailed a long time in Trumpeter together, and we had some fantastic achievements while we were there. We went to the World Championships 3 times. One of the times we finished 5th out of 104 boats. And we also got to some Spanish regional championships. We got to the whole final in Spain, in Valencia, and we did pretty well there also. He was a fantastic person to have sailed for, fantastic person to have known, and I feel very privileged to have spent so much time with him on the water, either with him or against him.
Among the many friends Mr. Triay made was the former King of Spain, Juan Carlos, whom he first got to know and sailed with when he was a prince.
He was just another member of the crew. I remember one of the watches at 4 o'clock in the morning, he wasn't feeling well, and he asked to be allowed to stay in his bunk, and I said, no, you'll get up and do your watch, otherwise somebody else will have to double up. And we got on very well, very well.
As a keen sportsman with an eye for detail, he spent decades fighting for the Rock to be recognised by the International Olympic Committee. In 2020, Louis Triay became the Guinness World Record holder for the longest-serving lawyer.
It's a question of keeping going and being active, and don't concern yourself unduly. There are a lot of people who stress themselves unnecessarily. I'm waiting for the tap on the shoulder. I don't know when that will come, but I'm ready for it.
A man of boundless energy in both his professional and personal life, Louis Triay is survived by his widow Valerie and his children Louis and Sophie. Our condolences to his family and friends.